Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is so exciting. I watch a lot of American YouTubers, and for a long time they were talking about Influenster, which is a site or an app where you go on, you fill in lots of surveys, and sometimes if you get on the shortlist, you'll sometimes get sent a box, and the box may have makeup, it may have hair care, it may have body care. In America, sometimes they do food boxes, do drinks boxes, they do all sorts. And it's only just recently come to the UK. I think they're on their third box. The first one was a Max Factor box, the second one was a Bourjois box, and the third one was a Rimmel box. And I was very, very kindly sent the Bourjois box. When I found out what it was, my heart was like, it is the full range of the new Bourjois velvet lipsticks. So they come in a box like this, and when I opened it up, whoa, there was all of these colours. I have worn a couple of them, and I thought I'd give you my sort of impressions on them and also do a full lip swatch. My lips are going to be about ready to drop off, but I'm actually wearing number 3 right now. So what I'm going to do is take my favourite micellar water, and I'll need a mirror as well, and a mirror, and literally just show you them all and talk through them as I go along. Bourjois is a brand that's on our high street in the UK. I don't know how readily available it is across the rest of the world, but it is one of my favourite brands. They do the Healthy Mix foundation, which I actually did a review on my blog, so I'll make sure I link that. But that has been a tried and tested favourite for such a long time. And they are always coming out with new products and things like that. And for a long time I used to use their chocolate bronzer. This was back in the day when I didn't know anything about sort of shade matching, and I'd literally just pick any old thing off the shelf, and I used to use it and use it and use it, and then I sort of fell out of love with it when I started getting more into makeup. And probably about 2 years ago they released a highlighter and bronzer duo with the chocolate bronzer in it, and amazing. So let me show you the shades. As I said, there is 12, and I feel like the shade range is amazing. It's got a bit of everything for everybody in it. Oh my god, they're so difficult to hold. So I don't know why I did it this way. They are all the shades. The packaging obviously matches the shade of the lipstick. And I think I'll go from 1 to 12 because it's technically lightest to darkest, and hopefully they won't look too terrible. So I've laid them all out. So this is the packaging. It just says Velvet the lipstick. All the names are so cute, so I'll make sure I put them on the screen, but I'll also tell you them. Sort of embossed, not embroidered, down the side, and they're a little bit sort of bigger at the top, and then they sort of taper down. The only thing about these is that I find they're really difficult to open. But when you open it, it's just the black packaging, but look at the shape of the bullet. It's like a teardrop shape, so it completely hugs your lips. And this formula is unlike anything I've ever used before. This is the shade 01, and it's called Hey It's Nude. And I think it's actually surprisingly wearable. When I look at this, I think, oh, that's going to be concealer lip on me. But I actually think it looks really nice. I've had a bit of a spray tan nightmare. Look how, like, the front of my neck is brown, the sides of me is not. Obviously I've had to tan up my face to match. But I think it actually looks really, really pretty on my skin tone at the moment. It's brown, but it's kind of got a peachy, pinky, browny undertone. It's unlike anything I have in my collection. And can you just see, I haven't used a lip liner, and it's just perfectly shaped. They are like balmy. When you put it on, you think, I'm going to look in the mirror and it's going to be a glossy colour, and it is completely matte, and I have no idea how they've done it, but they're amazing. I absolutely love the formula. So That's number 1. Let's get on to number 2. I went to an event yesterday called the Bloggers Festival in London, and I wore this from 9 o'clock until 9 o'clock at night, and by 9 o'clock it was ready to come off, but the colour, it hadn't bled. I didn't use a lip liner again. It hadn't bled, it wasn't patchy, it was just kind of a little bit dry. But up until I'd say 5-6 o'clock, I had lunch, I'd been drinking, and there was no movement, and I just felt completely comfortable. So this shade is number 2, and this is called Flaming Rose. Flaming Rose. Flaming Rose. But again, just look at that shape. I love it. Look, it's just completely matte, but I can move my lips together. So here's the shade again. This one is quite a lot pinker, and I definitely don't think it goes with the eye makeup I've got on at the moment. There's a smell about them, but I can't put my finger on what it is. It says on here, matte finish, extreme comfort, but it's written in French, but I think that's what it means. And that is exactly what it is. They're so pigmented, yet they're so comfortable. So that's number 2. This is number 3 in the shade Hip Pink Chic. So I think it's like hippie chic, hip pink chic. I'm just not great when it comes to puns. I'm not very punny. There we go. That's number 3. I just can't put my finger on what that scent is, but it's so nice. So we're starting to get into a slightly deeper pinks now. This is Hip Pink. Again, they are quite difficult to open. This is a shade I don't think I would pick up in store, but again, I really like it. So that's number 4. I think with the eyes it's a little bit too much, but this, with just a tiny bit of makeup, some mascara, I think is like a really nice neutral autumn look. And then we get on to number 5, and this is called Bric-a-Brac. So that is Bric-a-Brac. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, it went on my hand. How did it not go on my top? That's going to annoy me. If someone knows what the scent of these is, please let me know. Okay, this is number 6, and this is called Abracadabra. Abracadabra. This is not my normal kind of shade, so I'm really interested to try this. I'm not feeling this shade on me, but I know people who this would look amazing on. I'm like struggling to hold them. I think this will be being donated, but this one, this is more my kind of orangey red, so this is more sort of apricot-y orange. Again, I'm sure there's a makeup look I could make it work with, but it's just so out of my sort of normal remit of colours. Okay, this colour was an absolute standout for me as soon as I opened the box. So this is number 7, Jolie Carmenoise. I'll link it. but look at that colour. This I think will be perfect party dress red. That is just one of those statement colours that says, yes, I'm here, sort of pay me attention. I cannot wait to get a lot of wear out of this over the Christmas period. So that's number 7. We're halfway there, guys, and I think it's about time I got a new cotton pad. But surprisingly enough, my lips don't feel like they're about to drop off. They're a strange matte. They are very, very matte in appearance and like how they look, but they kind of not hydrating. You know you've had it on at the end of the day, but they don't feel like they've instantly zapped the moisture out of your lips. Move on to number 8, which is like a true pillow box red. You can see my lips are starting to get so stained, but I haven't tried this one yet, but I know it's going to be the one. I just love that you don't need a lip liner. They did actually send a lip liner in the box, and I'm going to be honest and say I didn't really like it. It was in a white packaging and I used it a couple of days ago, and it's in my handbag downstairs. But I felt like it kind of slightly changed the colour on the rim of the lips. I don't know whether I should have outlined my lips rather than like went on the inside of them. I just didn't really like it. I didn't feel like it made any difference. And I think the applicator on this just makes it so easy that you don't really need a lip liner. I'll just reopen it. So I just love that tear shape. Shade number 8, this is called Fuchsia Bot, and this one was the first one I used out of it, and I'll try and remember to insert an Instagram photo I took while I was wearing this, but I got so many compliments on that shade. Ooh, it's a very satisfying click when you shut the bottle, but God, they're so hard to open. So this to me screams autumn. This with a really nice coat, a big thick scarf, this and my sunglasses because I wear them all year round, just is the most autumnal colour to me. I love this kind of shade for this time of year. So this is number 9. I think it may have a bit of a blue base to it because I feel like it makes your teeth look super white. Right. Is shade number 9, Magnifique, and I wore this for the Bloggers Festival yesterday, which was an amazing day as well, so I'll make sure I link my blog post about that. But look at that shade. I wore this yesterday with a burgundy t-shirt, and I felt like they actually complemented each other really nice despite being sort of slightly different in shade. So this is number 10. Two more. We've got a red and a brown. Feeling the red, and I've never worn a brown shade like it. So this is called Berry Formidable. What a name. So that's the shade right there. Again, this is such an autumnal colour, isn't it? Those berries, that Rimmel 107 kind of colour. I absolutely love this shade. I could have worn this yesterday as well, to be fair. That is gorgeous. Whoa! Oh, I've lost it. Hang on. Now this is a shade called Brunette. This is the final one of the collection, and I'm really not sure how I feel about this colour. My friend Molly wears brown all the time and looks amazing, whereas I feel a bit, I don't know. Let's try it. Okay. I actually don't hate it. Yeah, I actually quite like it, surprisingly so. And there you go. That's all 12 shades of the new Velvet lipsticks from Bourjois. Thank you very much to Bourjois Influencer for sending them over. I would never be able to afford to buy the full range of everything that comes out. To be able to do a full lip swatch video of every single shade in the range is amazing, and I think it's very, very generous of them. So yeah, a massive thank you to them. Hope you enjoyed this, and it gives you some idea of what the shades actually look like. I'll also link my blog post, which is a little bit more in depth about the formula, the colours, and they've got some arm swatch photos as well, just in case you need to flick back. But yeah, thank you very much for watching.